and I started a new venture fund, and I my dad helped me get started. He had an SBIC, a small business investment company that he had, um, created that really didn't have much in it, and or it did, and we had to clear it out, and then there were just private companies in it, and the SBA valued them at $2,000,000, and according to the SBA rules at that time, I was able to borrow $6,000,000 against it, and so I borrowed $6,000,000 from the SBA, and I remember having this conversation with the guy who ran the SBIC program, and he was going through his checklist, and he said, "Wait, you have to have 10 years investment experience." I was 26. And I said, "Oh, I've been investing since I was 10." And he just looks down at the paper and he goes, "Check." After about 3 years, I had invested in about 40 companies, and none of them were worth much on paper. And about 8 of them had gone out of business. And I remember going through that with my father, saying, "Oh, this one's no good, and this one's no good, and this one's no good." But every once in a while, there'd be one, "Oh, it's got it. There's hope there," or whatever. And then the SBA called my loan, said, "You gotta pay it back because we don't like what you're doing." And I flew back to Washington. I said, "No, no, you can't do this. All these things, they take a long time to percolate. It's gonna be a while." And, I went from their watch list to their dirt list, and then they called the loan for good, and I called back. I said, "You gotta do that. You gotta let me do it." The guy said, "Okay." And about 6 months later, the IPO window opened up, and I had 5 IPOs in my portfolio, that companies that I had seeded, and, one of them was Parametric Technology, PTC. It paid back all the SBA. It paid back, the $2,000,000 my dad had, put up on the thing. So I was off to the races.